Hi, I'm Cherie Soria with Light Culinary Institute. Today I'm going to make for you low-glycemic chocolate chunk cookies. If you're a chocolate lover but you're watching your sugar intake, as we all should, this recipe is made to order. You're going to need a food processor, and you'll also probably want to have a dehydrator if you want those cookies to be kind of crispy. For your ingredients, you're going to need 1½ cups of soaked almonds, 1½ cups of soaked walnut, 1 cup of pitted chopped dates. You'll also need a teaspoon of cinnamon and a ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once we've processed all that, you're also going to need another ½ cup of walnuts that have been soaked and dehydrated so that they're crispy, and also anywhere from 2 to 4 or even 5, if you're a real chocolate lover, of Lecanto chocolate bars. Now, the reason that I'm requesting that you use Lecanto chocolate bars is because they are low glycemic and they're GMO free. So you want to chop those up, and here you can see that I've done that for you already. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is add our almonds. Now remember, these have been soaked and they've been drained well. I don't want any extra water in there. And now I'm just going to turn them on and get them a little bit broken apart before I put everything else in. Okay, that's good. Just like a large meal. And now we're going to add our walnuts and our dates. Those are sticky, and that's really the binder for this recipe. That's what's going to make your cookies stick together. Now we want to process this until the whole mixture starts to clump and really stick together well. Before I go any further, though, I'm going to add my cinnamon and my vanilla, which I could have added right from the beginning, if I had remembered. All right, there we go. All right, that's starting to clump together, so let's take a look at it. And you can see now why I'm wearing gloves today. Be very careful when you're reaching your hands in there. It looks to me like it could use just a little bit more. You can see here that it's starting to stick together, but I've got a little bit too much crumble still in there. So I'm going to see if we can get it to blend a little bit more. And I think that's about all we can hope for. So we're going to just now remove it from the food processor and put it in a bowl. It's like this. You can see that it wants to form its own big fat cookie. There we have it. All that goodness out of there. And now I'm going to toss in the chocolate chunks and my walnuts. And just move that into the center a little bit. I don't have to massage it too much or knead it too much to blend it in, because I still have another way of doing that. I'm going to put the mixture on a Paraflex sheet. Now this Paraflex sheet is the type that you have in your Excalibur dehydrator. I'm going to actually put it point to point here. And here you can see that I can mix it a little bit more easily here than I can in a bowl. Just like that. And I'm going to form it into a log. Now, because my Paraflex sheet doesn't stick to the mixture. Isn't that nice? This really smells good. I use the mint flavor, which I love. And so I can really smell that mint chocolate coming through. All right, now I'm going to remove the Paraflex sheet because I really don't want to cut it with a knife. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut about 1/2-inch slices, just like this. Just the reason that I form it into a log first is so that I can portion it well, so that each piece is more or less the same size. So if I were to take this now, I'd have the right size and roll it into a ball. So now what I can do is just flatten them out with the palm of my hand, and I'll place them on a dehydrator. I don't need to have a dehydrator sheet for this. And I'm just going to lift them off like that. Well, we're back, and we've had our cookies in the dehydrator for about 8 hours, so let's take them out. All right. So here we have them. Yum. And do they ever smell good? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes. This recipe makes about 2½ dozen, so I'd say 2.5 cookies per person would be about right. And my gosh, they smell so good. So I hope you enjoy our low-glycemic chocolate chunk cookies. I think you will, and I think all your family will love them too. For more great recipes like this and videos, go to rawfoodchef.com and sign up for our newsletter. I'm Cherie Soria, helping you make healthy living easy and delicious. That is so good.